The Phlan 5. Previously, our intrepid adventurers came across the House of Horrors, where Magrom's... Oh, God. Every time this starts, I hear myself on the stream because I'm watching it. It scares me. Our heroes fought through the House of Horrors, where Glitter was captured, and Magrom had a contract to loot everything that he could from the mansion by his thieves guild, the Welcomers. After finding out the horrors within the house and what was happening, it turns out a dark idol had been creating these monstrous creatures to come from some void unknown and attack the mansion. The adventurers fought on. No. Okay, you're gonna have to edit that. Oh, where was I? The heroes defeated the monsters, found the relic, and destroyed it, thus stopping the incoming wave of abominations. Unfortunately, in the battle, Glitter did fall and was defeated, but Magrom and Gertie did make it out alive with quite a few magical items that were within a chest. Then Magrom decided to get some of the items identified at the Welcomers Guild and through the Goblin Mage. And Toast decided to see if Gertie can join him in the basement of House Janarsk, now the ground or the complex for the boots. As she went down the stairs, she appeared to be led into a trial in which it is housed and created entirely by the rodents of Phlan. Some of them humanoid rodents, but that is where Gertie is. And one other thing, Derek also decided to commune with Merkel, and he did so in his quarters within the Boots complex. So here we leave off with Magrom now in his house. It is early morning, and Magrom, the floor is yours.
So after a night's sleep, a pretty restless one, and it was short-lived because of the robbery. Blood's boiling because a friend of mine is dead. Even though we had kind of a tumultuous friendship, I'm still upset about it. And in my mind, I've decided I want to destroy something.
Okay.
So I'm going to head into my house. And I'm going to... wait, was this one mine? Yeah, this one's mine, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I was going to head into Ballard's house real quick. He was over across the street, right?
Barnabas, yeah.
You should make him roll to see who he takes what, or who he takes his aggression out on.
I'm going to do an investigation for something with his handwriting.
Roscoe, can you ping where you are?
You can't click on Magrom?
Oh,
No,
try
it's
that
not working.
spotlight now, too.
The ping works though, so if you guys ping, if that's broken, that works.
Are you there now?
I am. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check on the desk and the bookcase next to you. So in this area, you don't really find anything that would constitute him and his writing or any kind of journaling. These are more like books that he had for pleasure. Reading.
Head up and rifle through some more of his stuff.
Okay, so make an investigation check on this chest here. So you do find it seems to be a hastily written note that seems to be pretty old.
Does that have his name on it?
It does have his name on it.
Is the contents at least interesting?
No, it just seems to be like a minor invoice, so shipment to his house that he signed for, stating that he did receive the shipment.
All right. Pocket it. I go over to my desk.
Okay.
And I pull out my forgery kit.
Okay.
And I'm going to begin crafting a forgery kit.
So what are you creating?
I will send it to you. In my channel.
Oh, okay.
Top secret.
Magrom. Okay, so you're gonna have to roll 3 separate sleight of hand, or would it be sleight of hand or performance? Are they both the same modifier?
No.
No.
So I'm gonna say sleight of hand. So 3 different sleight of hand rolls for this one. One for the heading, so the top part, one for the body, and one for the signature. So go ahead and roll the first one.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So you complete that in its entirety, and it looks pristine. Now roll for the body.
Pleased with the top heading. I stick my tongue out to the side. And then wiggle it
So you're
back
concentrating?
concentrating on wiggling it back and forth.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
Ooh, good. Nice RP, dude.
So that is a 24.
Okay, perfect. It looks pristine also. Now roll for the signature.
Feeling the groove. I pump both my hands out in front of my desk. Crack my neck and my knuckles. And then do the old Dr. Disrespect, like, tongue flick.
Okay.
For the finisher. 18.
Okay, so you sign the bottom document, and it looks almost exactly like the one in the note that you took.
I'm going to... Ooh. Forgot. Do I have any sort of seal or anything? I'm gonna go back to Barnabas's like a madman.
Okay. Where'd you put the note you just created?
I rolled it up and took it with me.
Where'd you put it, though?
In my hand.
It's still in your hand?
Well, it's in my jacket pocket, let's say. It's
Okay.
careful.
Rolled up or folded?
Scroll style.
So what's protecting it from you crushing it?
Crushing it?
Yeah, if it's in your coat and you're like hurriedly running across and manically.
Let's just say
doing
I'm
these
like,
things.
I'm holding it in my hand.
Okay. Oh, stop! It is really windy down this alleyway. Make a strength check. You don't have any modifier to your strength?
No.
Okay. So you feel the paper unloosen, but you're able to grab it just in time before the wind takes it. Proceed forward.
That was close.
I'm gonna go look for his, like, writing area and look for a seal of some sort.
Okay. You don't find anything that has any kind of seal. You don't see like a metal stamp or wax implements, but you do remember that he had a ring that he wore with his insignia on it.
I'm gonna go check his bedroom.
Yep, go ahead. No, you still can't seem to find it. More than likely, he's wearing it on his person at the moment.
Then I'm going to go light a candle over here at the table and take this knife.
Okay.
And just put a drip and then stamp it with like a spoon or something.
Okay.
And then put a little like X on top of it.
Okay.
That kind of looks like the Cyric thing.
Do a sleight of hand.
What is it? The cross with a skull?
Yeah, it's a skull with an emblazoned sun behind it.
Yeah. Kind of just like the cross that would kind of look like that.
Okay.
Ugh.
So the wax drips on the seal, and it's able to stick itself, but it's pretty shoddy looking. So now make a performance check to do the Cirrus symbol. So it looks more like a blob with a couple of sticks coming out of it.
Perfect. And then I look around for some sort of tubing.
Okay, make an investigation check in the kitchen area. So you find a cylinder. It's like a metal cylinder, but it's like 3 feet long.
I look around for something else.
Okay. Roll investigation over here.
Skadoosh.
So you find a cylinder that is exactly the length that you need it, and it is perfect in every single way.
And
It's even got a waterproof cork on it.
Wow.
Pleased with myself, I check inside to make sure it's empty and all that, and then place it inside.
It is not empty.
I kind of shake it on this desk here.
A document falls out.
I look at it with one eye, kind of.
Make a roll a d10. It is a picture of an orcish woman lavishly sprawled out on a bearskin rug.
I do the old look each way. I'm over my shoulders and stick it in my bag.
Make a
Oh my
perception
god, nice.
Oh, it was 16 for a second.
It has a very distinct aroma, but you can't put your finger on it.
It still goes in my pack.
Yeah.
What am I calling this? Just orc picture?
Why can't I think of the word?
Lusty orc. The lusty
racy,
orc.
racy orc bear rug picture.
Was that Dranch and Knox's prostitute mom?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Forgot about her. Alright, goes into my bag of hiding. Package up the forged document and head back to the guild.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to my rogue compatriots here.
Okay.
Oi, lads. How goes it?
Oi, Magrom. Shadows keep you.
And shadows keep you. And then I walk through. I'm actually going to head upstairs, talk to the mages.
Yes.
Oh, good day.
Hello,
Sprier.
Magrom.
Did you finish them items?
Oh, I didn't have any items for you.
I lean in and stare at him.
Make a perception check. So now that you're looking at him, you realize this was not the mage you gave the items to.
My mistake. There he is.
Oh, Magrom, there you are!
Wasting all my 20s. He was the first one I used. Look at those porn cards behind him.
Leave him alone!
He's an old man. You got those
Yes.
items, Mr. Scroy?
Yes, of course I do. Now, what was the agreement on the payment?
We didn't actually talk about that. We
He's
didn't
just
discuss
looking
that.
at Oh, well, since you are a welcomer like me, I'll give you a discount. How about, 50?
Let's say 40. I'm running a bit low this week.
Oh, I don't know. Make a,
Persuasion?
persuasion, yeah. What'd you say, 40?
Yeah.
How about 45?
Deal. I hand it to him.
Okay. Oh. So 45 gold goes. He takes the coins and he looks at them and he says, "Are you sure?
Huh?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me the-
thank you so much." And he puts them in his coin purse.
Give me my items.
I can't believe it. This is the most I've ever been paid.
Did he need silver?
So he hands you 2 rings. Or he hands you the first ring.
Hmm.
And he says, "This is a very peculiar ring. It's got a most interesting enchantment. It seems that if you hold the ring and you speak its command word, a rope will emerge from the tip and latch onto a surface of your choosing. I tested this ring myself, and it seems to be about 15 feet of rope will come out of the ring."
Anything I have to do special with the ring?
You must speak its command word.
I guess I meant attunement or anything.
Attunement, it doesn't need attunement, no.
Okay. Alright, what's the word?
The command word for this ring is Giblum.
Alright. 15 feet isn't that much. What do we got in that? What do we have? 2 earrings in a ring?
Yes, so the ring is done.
And the staff.
The 2 sets of earrings.
Do they have a name? That ring?
The ring?
Yeah.
Ring of rope.
Okay.
Hang on.
You're slowly turning into Batman.
Yeah.
That or Hellraiser, or rope shooting everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, the earrings. So he hands you the first set. These earrings seem to have a magical charge of cure wounds on them. If you speak the command word, these rings will allow you to cast cure wounds Once per short rest.
Hmm.
So just do earrings of cure wounds.
Any attunement?
Yes.
Little
Command.
out of character.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say a little out of character question here with earrings. 'Cause I don't think
Mhm.
I've ever dealt with them in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
trying it out. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you do you have to get your ears pierced to wear them?
If your ears aren't pierced, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's
Do you,
cool.
do you have to wear both earrings?
Yes.
So if he only has one
If
ear,
you wore one earring, it would be once per short rest. If you wear both of them, it's
Hmm.
2 per short rest.
Oh,
What if
so-
he wears it? What if he only wears it on his left ear?
because he only has one ear.
yeah.
The command word,
That's
if he
what-
wears it on his left ear, is hey.
What about right? What about the right?
The right earring, hey.
I thought you were going to say ho.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. And then the staff next.
The staff. So he hands you the staff, and he says, "This is a very interesting staff. I've seen one like it before. It seems to be magical in nature, but also provides a wallop when you need it to."
What?
So this is a quarter staff +1, and it allows you to summon 1d4 challenge rating 1 monsters.
Command word?
I don't think it's got a command. No command word for that. You just cast it.
Attunement? It's just use item,
Yeah.
you mean?
Yes, use item. And it does require attunement, yes.
Usually weapons don't. Are you sure?
This does, yes.
Hmm.
It's a homebrew.
Well, I'm not going to keep eating many of this shit. Because my 13 feet lets me use magic items, but I'm not attuning them. Oh, one last thing, Wizard. Since I gave you extra payment,
Yes!
could you take a look at this flask and see if you can divine its trigger? And I hand him the iron flask to look at.
So he holds it and he says, "Oh, this will take some time to decipher. I will gladly do it for you, free of charge, of course."
So I think it's already been looked at the last time. I think we just forgot it had a command word. So you can do that if you want, but
To attempt to capture something?
says you can use an action to speak the flask's command word targeting a creature. Yeah, so I never would have caught that guy because I don't think we discussed it, and I think it was just an oversight, honestly.
Okay. So, yeah, he'll have to investigate it further in order to give you to find out the command word for it.
I'll hand it over.
Okay.
I guess I could have asked Kraglin too, but I don't feel like going over there. Alright, thank you, Scryer. I'll be back later.
There's one more thing, earrings.
Oh, you had 2 sets? I thought it was just 2 earrings.
No, 2 sets.
Yeah.
So the other earrings are earrings of popularity. They raise the charisma of the user by 1.
Oh, attunement or no?
Yes.
You gotta wear both?
Yes.
Okay. And that's it? Just a stat increase?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Scryer.
Oh, interesting.
I look to make sure my orc picture's in my pack.
It is.
What
He's
is?
holding the flask, and he is looking at the bottom of the cap, the top of the flask. Seems to be a word written here.
Oh,
He,
let me
like,
see.
pulls close to his head, and he says, "It looks to be sassafras." And then suddenly, the iron flask, you hear a suction noise, and the wizard is gone, and the flask cap is sealed on top of the flask.
Well, I have a personal identifier creature now.
My God. That's
Sassafras. Alright, I'm gonna walk him back here and then say sassafras and let him out.
By the gods! How long has it been?
Oh, we haven't seen you in like 5 years. What?
Make a deception check.
Oh, whoops.
Oh my gosh.
Where is it? There it is.
Oh, that was horrible.
Everyone, he's back!
Seen... So that this wizard like looks surprised because he saw the whole thing happen, and he breathes a sigh of relief, and he says, "You were gone for 10 seconds, you idiot." Oh,
Nice.
Magrom, you must be careful with that.
Did you want to change the rules of the flask? Is it supposed to be extra planar creatures?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All creatures?
No, I'm not changing the rules, I said.
Oh, he got sucked up. So he's not human?
You don't know?
I guess he's not. I eye him with suspicion. I'm gonna insight and see, are you are you feeling alright?
I feel fine now. It was a little startling.
I'm gonna look at him real close now.
Okay. Oh, shit! So you don't... everything about him looks to be normal, but you do get a glance at the book he's holding, and the writing within it is not common. It is not any form of language that you've seen before. And it seems to glow slightly if the light catches it, right?
I'll keep your secret if you provide your services for free.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
I have a +1 on that. And I jammed
So
my
8?
earrings in there.
You gotta attune them, man. You can't just throw them on. I had these attuned for this specific reason.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
So he looks at you, and the other mages are kind of going about their work, and his eyes go from a glazed-over, cataract-ridden old man to pure gold for a second, and he stares at you and he says, "I will do as you ask, but you tell no one of this." And he tosses the flask back to you with a cork, and he says, "It's got 2 charges left."
That's charges. Alright. Can I ask,
No.
what are you doing here?
And he turns away.
Can you put a ring on him so I can recognize him?
Yeah. It will be yellow.
I'm gonna plop down next to the rumor monger.
Okay.
Rumor monger. Could use your help.
Okay, where are you? Hang on. I just had to do that quick. Oh, yes. Hello, Magrom.
I got some word I need spread at a specific time.
A specific time for a word?
I need you to get word to those boot blokes down by the bridge discreetly. Have them overhear a rumor, perhaps.
Aye. Why can't you just tell them?
I need this to be discreet and mean not connected to me. Or the guild.
But you're a member of both. Why the secrecy?
That's for me to know. It's something I'm working on.
All right. Very good. But secrets and knowledge come at a price, Magrom.
I tossed him 3 platinum.
Oh, shit. You have my full confidence.
Alright, I need you to get the rumor out by noon tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow. He takes out a little notebook and he's writing this down.
Perhaps around anywhere from 10 in the morning to noon tomorrow.
So 10 in the morning, between 10 and noon, doesn't matter. To the gods on the bridge, or any boot gods?
Any affiliated with the Investigators Guild that's been established.
Party.
Yes, no, it could be the party. But I would
wish discretion that it did not come from you.
Correct.
Now, would you prefer I deliver this personally, or any welcomer?
Well, it can be anyone as long as it catches their interest. And requires...
We will make sure it is a welcomer or higher rank, for sure. I wouldn't trust this with a greeter or a guide.
Now, little birdie told me that Alero the Smithy has taken up with the Ceresis cult. And that he may be corresponding and watching the boot investigators.
So are you trying to deceive him this information, or this is the rumor you want him to spread?
This is what I want him to spread, that they hear is the case.
Okay.
And then I got some work to do tonight.
Okay.
You think you can handle that?
I can get it done for you. Did you hand him the scroll you forged?
No.
Okay, you're keeping that. Okay. Very good, Magrom. It'll be done.
Thank you, Rumimonga. And I swiftly leave.
Okay. Jimmy, are you in here? Are you ready?
Hold on 1 second.
He's gonna get his Gertie voice going.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, so Magrom, you go about your business, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading that direction towards the boot manor.
Okay, so Jimmy, a little backstory here. So Gertie is currently on trial because during the estate break-in contract that Magrom had, him and Gertie were attempting to sneak into an estate with Toast. They requisitioned Toast because they wanted him to find rats to surveillance the manor for them first before they went in. So Toast was able to summon 5 rats, and the 5 rats came to Toast and agreed to help him for food, in which case they were told to scout the manor in a certain direction, which they went and did, but it turned out to be the wrong manor. So Gertie decided to kill 4 of the rats, leaving the 5th alive, who is Felix, on the prosecution side of the courtroom here.
Never leave a witness.
Yes. So Felix is here, and that's pretty much the whole backstory. So Toast has lured you down here and put you on trial here with the rats of Phlan. So Toast will have you begin. You can go ahead and start if you wish.
So Toast walks down, and he comes up to the front. He goes, "A travesty has happened here last night, but Gertie has come down and agreed to apologize. But this is out of my hands right now.
Why would I apologize to some stupid rats?
That didn't come out
Are you
good
a
at
rat?
all.
Are you a rat?
No,
Tells-
sorry. I don't know what came over my voice just now.
That's better.
You say it again.
Why are we here in front of rats?
So
All the-
this rat turns to you, Gertie, and just starts squeaking and like putting her arms up.
All the beasts are my friends, and they deserve to be on this land just as much as you or me. When you agreed to help them, or they agreed to help you, and you chose to kill them without any cause.
Well,
So
they
I'll-
failed. Okay.
So this rat begins
I hate
squeaking
this
again
voice.
at you, Gertie, holding
goes-
her hands up.
He goes, "You did not need to kill them."
Cutscene mode.
Oops.
Oh,
Did you explain the jury thing to him?
Not yet.
Okay.
So the whole time you guys are talking, this scribe rat in the corner is just furiously scraping on paper.
I'm just gonna stop the stupid voice. I can't take it anymore.
That's fine.
Look, like that thing in the corner. Like, what is it even doing? It's this is nonsense. Like, what are we doing here?
It's not just about the rats. If you are all to work with me, my one requirement is we try to keep the beast alive. But you immediately went against my wishes for no reason at all.
Toast,
and that is why we are here.
Toast, is it? Toast? Listen, I'm gonna level with you. They're just rats. They're squeaking all
So
around me.
you suddenly hear a cacophony of rat protest squeaks, and this rat in particular points his staff at you and looks very angry and just is squeaking maniacally.
My friends, Toast holds up his hands to the rats. He goes, she needs to learn. She needs to understand. And she needs to be willing to move forward.
What are you going to teach me? What are you going to teach me?
And Toast goes, if you are not willing, Your Honor, please let the trial continue. And Toast walks back.
So this rat, whoops, where'd he go? This rat, the judge rat, begins to speak, and but all you hear is squeaking. And then this rat comes forward and approaches the jury and begins to squeak, and points its staff at Gertie, and then does like a throat-slitting motion. And all the rats on the jury begin to squeak and look extremely concerned. The halfling, however, looks extremely malnourished and could give two fucks what's going on. He is still chained to the barrels behind him.
Is a halfling on the jury?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gertie kind of leans over towards the halfling and whispers through the corner of her mouth, "Hey, I'll give you some delicious food after this, and maybe even a special treat just for you if you get me out of here."
Make a persuasion.
And then she winks at him. I don't know what her shit. I don't know what her shit is.
So he doesn't even look at you as you're talking to him. He's just looking at the doorway to be out of here. And he is fucking filthy. You've never seen a more dirty hoblin or halfling in your entire life.
How thick is the floor in this building?
How thick is the floor?
Yeah.
So between the basement and the first floor is, I don't know.
I'm just saying, is there
Eating.
any sound potentially penetrating up to the first floor?
No.
Okay. I'm walking around upstairs hearing squeaking. Oh,
Gertie just kind of like looks over at in the back rows and just sighs heavily, like really considering that there might be some mental health concerns of some of the individuals in this area. Gertie clears her throat. Can I say something on my behalf? Do I have representation? And she looks down at the rat to her right.
She does, and the rat squeaks and holds her hands up again, and you hear her squeak to the judge, and then she approaches, and then from under the courtroom table, the judge pulls out 2 flasks. She takes them and gives you one.
What is this? What are you handing me here?
So you see her drink one, and she speaks clear common now. She says, "Just drink it, you idiot."
Oh my! You can speak?
I'm trying to save your life.
Save my life from what? Save my life from what?
look around.
Yeah, there's rats. There's rats around me. What are they gonna do?
Do you see that poor halfling there?
The stinky one? Yeah, I see him. I can smell him too.
He was a far more powerful creature than you, and we succumbed him easily.
Who is that? Better not be Moon. Gertie's really, she's looking at the bottle. She's like, yeah, fuck it. She takes a swig.
Okay. So the murmuring and the squeaking suddenly morphs, and you start to hear little pieces of common intermixed with the squeaking. There's about half of the potion left.
I take the rest. I drink the rest.
Okay. So the rest of the squeaking turns into common, and you're able to understand the rats here. So this rat, after that display, he says, "That's all I have to say, Your Honor. The prosecution rests for the moment." And then the judge says, "All right. Defense attorney, it is your jury. Proceed." So she kind of has a big sigh, and she approaches and approaches the jury, and she says, "Now, mind you, I believe Gertie was not in her right mind due to the extreme nature of the mission that they were on. And mind you, I hate to remind you that Felix and his gang are not the most savory rodents in Phlan." And then the prosecution rat says, "Objection, Your Honor, objection. What is it? What is it?
My client
is not on trial here. It is this filthy tiefling. Motion adjourned."
Gertie
passes? I don't know.
spits back. She spits back. She goes, "Your clients are no good, dirty, thieving rats, just like the lot of you."
Oi, keep it quiet over there. I'll put you in contempt, miss. That's your second strike. One more, and you'll be getting worse treatment than the halfling. Wait, someone's telling me how to do.
Overruled
hell.
for not agreeing.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
Yeah, it does work.
Oh, that's sick.
So, Jerry, I would remind you that these humanoids see us, unfortunately, as lesser beings. And we need to take that into consideration. It's almost like a world apart. And to her mind, she may have just been doing what she does normally. I mean, as I said, Felix's friends were not the best ilk, but perhaps we can come to some sort of agreement. How do I get rid of this now? Oh, there we go. So then she comes back to you. The defense rests. All right. Prosecution, it is your turn. So the rat comes forward and he says, I would like to call the first witness. I would like to call Toast.
Toast, big guy, he's walking past everybody. He goes,
Now,
I swear to
Mr.
tell the truth because I am unable.
We don't
to
have
lie.
that here. Quiet. Now listen. Toast. What
Yes.
were you and your compatriots doing on the night of the murders?
I am not exactly sure, but my companions needed the rat's assistance in scouting out a building. I believe they scouted out the wrong building, though.
And that was punishable by death in your mind?
No, it is not.
So you see all these rats in the back go, oh! And yet you did nothing about this, Toast. Is that correct?
I did not. I was conflicted. The beast, I've always tried to protect them. But this group I've been with, they have been turning into my friends and have been very reliable. So this was a confusing moment. Gertie has been very good, and I just do not understand why it had come to that.
I see, I see. Now, what was the payment that you agreed upon for Felix and his compatriots to complete this mission?
For me, there was no payment. But for Gertie and our other companion, Magrom, they agreed to pay Crab as food.
I see. And
To
where
the-
is this Magrom? He should be joining Gertie. Seems he was just as guilty.
He actually did not partake in the killing. He stopped.
I see, I see. Thank you, Toast. The prosecution rests. Toast, please remain seated. We need to see if the defense would like to question you now. Defense, would you wish to question Mr. Toast? Yes, of course. Mr. Toast,
Yes.
what would you say Gertie's character is like before this unfortunate incident?
She has been a close ally of the group. She has been very well respected and is a fierce fighter.
Well, that much is clear. I would like to ask, has she shown murderous intent before?
Not to beast, but to humanoids,
I see.
which
I
also have an affinity to kill humanoids. I prefer my friends of the Beast Kingdom.
I see. I would like to bring forth Exhibit A. So this rat comes over to a bookcase and pulls off a red glass shard. And he brings it over to the desk here and sets it on. This item appears to be from an artifact that was destroyed in the manor that was in question during the investigation. Gertie, well, I would like to call Gertie to the stand, please. Toast, you may be seated.
Finally.
Oh, I gotta give you control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gertie does not walk as carefully through the rats as Toast did.
Okay.
She just kind of like sits down in a tuft. All right, let's get on with it.
So did you hear my recap earlier, Mock?
Yeah, investigating the
About the-
manor, trying to get the document that Magrom got just earlier, and then wrong house, wrong place, wrong time. Shit
Yes.
went south. The gang of rats, they really fucked shit up, and Gertie was honestly doing a good deed. Who knows if there were children in that house and what those bad rats might have done, and she had to do what she had to do, you know.
Yeah, okay. So either way, in the mansion there were like tentacle monsters and horrible abominations that were being summoned in from a piece of the artifact that the shard now belongs. It's just a shard that's what's left of the artifact. But you remember the horrors. I mean, Gertie was in there. The horrors of the mansion, the abominations were awful creatures, and they were slain. So the Exhibit A is a piece of that altar. So your defense attorney comes up to you and she says, "Now, Gertie, can you please explain what this shard is?"
That. Sorry. It's just I'm getting shivers just recalling the terrible, terrible beasts that spawned from such a hateful vessel. But I believe it to be some foul magic that was ushering forth demons and beasts like you'd never seen. It was horrific.
I see. And you believe this artifact to have been a threat to entirety of Phlan?
Absolutely a threat. And a threat to every soul in that house. Every good soul, like mine. I was so scared. I'm so scared.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading the jury. Sustained. Be careful, Gertie. Apologies, Your Honor. So, Gertie, it seems to me that you performed a civic duty to not only the humanoids of Phlan, but the rat folk as well. Had this abomination artifact been kept and allowed to function, it seems all of Phlan would have been overrun. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And the only reason I had to
Your Honor, she's
dispatch
the witness.
Let me speak.
Overruled. Prosecution, let them speak.
Yes. I remember now. My memory was so all over the place because it was a very hectic and frightening moment. But the rats, they saw the artifact and they started looking at it and squeaking and squeaking, and one shoved the other, and then the other one shoved the other one, and they started trying to fight over it. And I just knew they were going to try to take the artifact for their own selfish desires. Them being thieving rats and all.
Make a deception check.
Shit. What's her bonus? I don't have her
I think
character
it's
sheet
probably
up.
pretty good, but...
Hang on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gertie. Deception +3.
Okay, 21.
21. So you see the judge, he shivers for just a moment, and he shakes his head. And the jury also looks to be hanging on your every word.
Good. Your Honor.
That is all good. That is all, Gertie.
Sure.
The defense rests. Thank you,
Gertie pretends to wipe, a tear.
Make a performance.
Oh, shit.
That is +1.
16.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It looks believable enough.
Could
thank
Gary
you,
like
madame.
walk into walk into the jury or into the courtroom with like one of those neck braces on?
No, it's too late for that.
Damn.
Oh, a terrible tale, either way. Yes, prosecution, I believe it is your stand. Yes, the prosecution would like to call its next witness, the dwarf Magrom. Your Honor, Magrom cannot be found. He is not in this courtroom. I demand Magrom take the stand. So the defense attorney looks to you, Toast.
And Toast just kind of raises his arms like, I don't know. Like, he goes, I am not able to bring him. I do not know where he lives.
Can I be in the house looking for Tantine?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Can you drag me over there?
Yes.
Sounds like we're going to demand a Aretha.
Where are you, Magrom? There you go. You're on the second floor.
Oi, Tantine, where are you at? I'm just kind of walking around the mansion. He was here, right?
Yes. He has taken his quarters to be the previous Circus operative quarters across the way, yes.
It's the next day, right? From we all
Yeah.
slept? Okay.
Correct.
I just knock on his door. Oi.
Yes.
Well,
Goodbye.
Do you allow him in?
Yeah.
where is everyone?
I have no idea. I've been in here inspecting my shackles.
I just stare up at him. It's
Yeah.
kind of a freaky bedroom.
Yes, it is a perfect design for torturing Cirrus's. Ooh, what's in here? Autumn crest?
Well, I was
Yeah.
looking. Well, if you don't know where Gaddy is, did she ever come back?
I'm not sure. This rug feels so good.
Are you all right?
Sleep deprivation has finally hit him.
Oh, I have no idea where anyone is other than my investigators were all here when I arrived.
Toast
And,
wasn't over here?
Derek was here. I don't think Toast approached me, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Derek was here. He came with me, and I showed him a room that he could utilize for his bone work.
Well, I need to speak with Gaddy at least, but you want to help me find him?
Yeah.
What was this guy's name?
Oh my goodness. Is that Andrew?
Just says Shepherd. It says.
Oh, Shepherd. All right.
Have you seen any of the other investigators?
The boot investigators are all here, sir. Aside from the guards on the bridge.
What about the big O for the tiefling?
The druid?
Yeah, him.
I haven't seen him here on this floor, but last I saw him, he was lurking around outside, speaking some kind of weird tongue.
Of course he was.
Almost sounded like squeaking.
Oh, is he possessed? Should we kill him?
Whatever your command is, Commander.
Oh no!
No! He's dead!
Karma! Karma!
I see a hole where the rat
Did I
trial
just,
is.
did I just drop into the bone room?
No, that was the wizard's room. Drux's room.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get Derek.
So there's a hole there because I've got one of the walls hidden so we can see the room better. So pretend there's still a floor there.
Okay.
I'm going to knock on this door.
Oh, what's going on down there?
You can't see
Oh my
that.
god. That's a big hole.
Ignore that.
Alright, you knocked on the door?
Yep.
You just hear murmuring from inside.
Oh my gosh, dumb bone stuff. Hey.
Does he open the door without me caring? Is that real?
Yeah, this is my
I mean,
house.
as the commander, he does open every door.
Alright, I'm standing by, staring at the altar, mumbling.
Okay.
Derek, we need your bone assistance to find missing compatriots.
I slowly stand up from kneeling as I'm I'm my usual 6 foot hunched over self, and I turn very slowly, and as I look at them, my eyes are pure white, and I keep murmuring and mumbling.
Oh God, was he in here touching himself?
Fear the long night. He shall judge the dead again.
Oh, we'll just leave him to that.
Yeah. Well done, Chad.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The-
Laugh.
I don't think anyone was in the kitchen to the dining room, so we can check.
I did. Oh, that couldn't have gone more perfect.
It would have been better if he was naked.
Yeah.
We can check the storeroom.
Let's pretend I was.
And he was rubbing oil all
Yeah,
over
we'll
himself.
retcon that he was butt naked.
I'm just like rubbing both.
How'd you see that person's name? Excuse me.
So this is investigating
Tab.
Christopher.
Oh, tab. Oh, okay, there we go. Christopher, have you seen some of our compatriots? Gertie, a weird, tall druid furball guy.
I didn't see the big guy. He went to the left here, down by the docks last I knew.
Thank you.
Kyle, make a perception check. You too, Magrom. Okay, so Magrom, as you're walking, you see littered across the floor hundreds upon hundreds of what look to be like brown sprinkles.
Yeah. Looks like
Shit when they're walking.
looks like shit.
What looks like shit?
I point to the brown droppings.
You just see dirt and sand, Tantine. You don't pick out what he's showing you.
I don't see what you're talking about.
I kick it and we'll move on.
Ooh, what are these flowers?
What's the timeline of these guys doing this versus where the trial currently or where the trial was? I would like to know, like.
So right now, the prosecution is asking about, or the defense is asking Gertie about her character.
Okay.
Well, look,
10
the
minutes ago or
door's
whatever.
open.
Who left our doors open to the storeroom and basement with supplies?
I pull out my weapons.
Okay. Good
Would
night,
you-
love you. Yes.
Oh, I love you too, mate.
Oh, we might have to kill someone down here.
Tantine holds it, reaches for your hand.
Oh, I took too many layers off before I got down the steps.
Do I hear anything down there?
Make a perception. You hear squeaking, a faint squeaking that's echoing off the chamber walls.
I grab Tantine by the...
And you hear nothing but the ocean behind you.
I grab him by the shoulder and I say, "You hear that?"
And I hear the ocean. It's salty in my ear.
Look, I'm I am positive that I saw like mountains of shit, and now I'm hearing squeaking.
Where the fuck have you been all night?
And I'm just like wild-eyed looking at him, and I got foam going into my beard, and my eyes are bloodshot.
What happened to you last night? Where's Gertie?
You don't want to know.
Where did you went with Toast and Gertie?
Yeah, some incident happened with some rats. I don't remember that. And now I'm getting worried.
Let's see if we can find what this squeaking you're hearing. I don't know why these doors are open.
Okay, so right
What is it,
here,
a barn?
Magrom, you see a humanoid rat-looking creature with a short sword and with some pieced-together leather armor.
Can I see it or no?
Yes, you can see it too from your perspective.
Okay.
Actually.
What the fuck is that? I grab my hand axe and throw it at it.
Make an attack. Make an attack roll. What the fuck is that? Oh, got it! Roll damage.
I knew this was gonna happen if I went and got.
Oh my god!
So the axe flies head over handle and impales itself into the rat, getting stuck in the leather armor. But you also see a blood spray fly out. It is currently knocked prone because it's such a tiny creature.
Do I notice it?
You better make
Oh
the
yeah,
next
you
character,
notice
bud.
it. Go ahead, Toast. You can. I'll let you do an action.
You've got an infestation!
He stops. He goes, "What? What's going on?" I say it really loud. I go, "Who's there?"
Does Magrom do anything?
I look to you for instruction.
I'm peeking around the corner.
The hell, Toast? Why are there
Everyone,
rats everywhere?
stop! Everyone, stop! Why did you kill him?
Because my door's open and there's a bunch of rat warriors here. Could be looting my house.
That is understandable. I need to inform you of what's going on.
Oh,
So
to
he
be,
walks.
To be clear, I don't think he didn't kill the other rat, right?
No, the other rat's not dead.
Okay.
He's just knocked prone with an axe embedded in his chest.
Well, first, Toast announces to everybody. He goes, "Please take a break from the trial while I talk to my friends."
What is the meaning of this toast?
You might want to stay back.
Sacred trial. So
For your safety, I recommend you go back.
So you see this very nobly dressed rat with a scepter in his hand. It seems to be like a broken fishing pole with the end of a broken bobber on the end.
Let me explain to them. And by the way, the short one is Magrom. I will bring him to the trial.
I demand you take witness stand. So
I will talk to him.
furious squeaking.
I quietly ask Magrom if his fence has any rat poison.
I just nod.
Set up some trap.
So Toast goes over, he goes, "Hello, friends." He goes, "Last night, a terrible incident occurred where Magrom and Gertie required my assistance to gather my beast friends to help them. And without provocation, Gertie murdered 3 rats without them doing anything other than completing the wrong task for her.
Yeah, they were
So
wasting
I asked her
time.
to come down. I asked her to come down here to apologize to the rats, and they have decided to do a jury trial. So right now she is on the defense talking to the rats. I requested her do this because I'm unable to continue with the group if people in the group randomly kill Beast with ill intention. I understand if you are being attacked and you defend
Magrom's gone
yourself,
into battle mode.
but if you kill the Beast for fun and pleasure, I cannot be a part of that. So Gertie told me she would come down and apologize to the rats,
But
which
Toast,
they are trying to allow her to do right now.
Toast, you
And
know
Magrom-
what kind of man Commander Tantine is, and you invited 100 rats into his home,
I
into
did
his
not invite
headquarters.
them. I told you that the rats control the city, and you did not listen.
Roll a Constitution saving throw as you hear hundreds of rats in your house.
me?
Yes. Oh god. So your stomach just churns, and you think of all the rat shit that's probably down here, and where these rats have been, in the corpse pitcher pile, in the fucking filthy recesses of Phlan, and now they are in your house.
Remember the beach, Tantine? What I pointed at?
And Toast says, he goes, "You may not see it, but I do. In every city there are thousands and thousands and thousands of rats. And you need to respect that they cohabitate. You do not have to talk to them, but if you randomly kill them, you have to remember that there are thousands and thousands of rats, and they can overwhelm. So it's best to live peacefully."
Well, Magrom, Toast said you don't gotta talk to him, so if you don't want to go to trial, you can leave.
I ain't going to trial, you crazy?
It is up to you. I do not control the jury. I am just a witness.
So you say that people aren't allowed to murder the rats
Magrom take witness stand for this trial.
out of
I said-
enjoyment, but didn't Gertie just kill the rats because they failed at their task?
She did not need to kill them. She killed them for no reason. She did not even ask them for anything else. It was
As far as I can tell, an order from a Banite is law around here, and she does work for the boot.
you would be perfect for this jury trial. If you would like to explain that to the rats.
Failure could be punishable by death.
I can't believe I'm doing this. How do I even talk to them?
And Toast goes, he goes, "I want myself to proceed with the group. I want Gertie to proceed with the group. I want her to also recognize my only wishes were to not kill Beast when possible. That was my only requirement.
Beasts or vermin and rodents?
All Beast, including vermins.
Um,
And I will help with whatever
Vermin?
tasks and quests."
Which one said we were vermin?
I did.
They do not know the vernacular. I'm
You
sorry.
can't understand him, Tangine.
I what?
You cannot understand the rat. You
Oh,
just have to-
I can understand anything happening. Can Gertie understand what's happening?
Gertie just hears Common talking down the hallway, but it's muffled from her perspective.
Oh, like when she's in trial.
Yes, she
Oh,
drank a potion to
Oh, okay.
understand the rats.
Gotcha. Okay, well, there's a bunch of squeaking, disgusting smells, rat shit everywhere. I'm gonna command my axe leaves that rat's chest and comes back to my hand.
Okay.
And Toast goes, "I am incapable of lying. So, when you all tell me you will not harm the beast, I take that very seriously. So
Make
let
a
me know
deception
now."
check.
What?
Make a deception check.
For me?
Yeah. Because you definitely lied to Gertie
no,
to
I
get her
didn't.
down here. You sure?
Yeah, No, I purposely did not. I said she needs to go down there and apologize. I did not say that there's. I didn't tell her that there's a rat jury down here, but I didn't say. I did not lie.
Withholding the truth in some jurisdictions.
That's why you're on trial.
Okay, good enough. Magrom, what do you wish to do?
I can't talk to him.
You do realize if this was happening like in the market that these would all be slaughtered?
And thousands more would come in their place.
Can
think
Gertie
rats
hear the conversation at all? Can she recognize these voices?
Make a perception.
I think we have more important things to be dealing with, like the necromancer.
Yes, you can make
I
it
want
out.
I want to deal with him too. But like I said, for me to go forward with this group, the only thing I asked was not to kill Beast, and Gertie said she would come down here and apologize, but she has been hesitant to apologize once she started talking to them.
Oh, I would be too.
I understand that. So if you wish me to leave, I will leave. But if you wish to me to go forward with you and help and assist whenever.
Why'd there have to be so many smelly rats for this trial?
This is only a small fraction. Most of them are probably will get the news later. You can come this way if you choose. I just ask that you do not kill any more unless attacked.
Well, I mean, Magrom's got to go to trial, so.
So I look at the prosecution. I say, if you are to threaten or attack them, I will not assist if they attack you back.
I look at
That
this
is
thing.
understood.
I look at this.
He understands.
I look at this rat on the ground. What a disgusting, smelly creature! I say.
Very good, then you will follow me.
Toast announces, he goes, I have with me Tantine,
good luck
the
in that.
owner of this building, and Magrom, the other witness.
It's Tanchon's here.
I hope you all clean. I hope you all clean up after yourselves.
Is there poop that I'm walking through?
Oh, fucking all
Everywhere.
the poop is there.
I just start scraping it
And
on
you
this
just hear it
post.
trickling as the rat archers on the bookshelves are just pissing off of the ledge.
Oh,
So this
shit, I didn't
rat
even notice those.
comes down with 2 potions, hands one to you, Magrom, and then hands one to you, Tantine.
This looks like poison to me.
I'll drink it.
It is the speak to animal potion. Gertie has already drank it.
Why is it
So she can
yellow?
understand them.
You take
There
a
might be
small
some
sip
percentage.
first.
I just guzzle it.
All right, I take a little sip of the potion first to prove to Tantine.
Wait, is that a little miniature mouse? Or is that a companion rat on your model?
It is.
And I hand it back.
All right.
Is he gonna break us out of
friend
here?
of the rat.
I guess I'll drink it, even though Toast has been known to eat weird things.
Okay, so the squeaking eventually turns into speech, and you're able to understand it.
What's that halfling doing over there?
Sir, you seem to be of the god. Please, help me.
He is part of the jury.
Oh my gosh.
So Toast
they
doesn't think
overcame
anything's
me.
out of the ordinary
There are
here.
thousands of them. Thousands upon thousands of them. I haven't seen my family in weeks. They feed me horrible things.
Why don't you just leave?
I'm chained here. I can't.
Well, I don't
Sir,
have a...
you will stop at once. No interfering with the jury. You hear the rat on the judge stand say.
Toast looks over at Tantine. He goes, Tantine, this is not my first rat jury. It is very common for them to do that. They will let him go as soon as the verdict is given.
Do you have a selective service for people to be brought in as jurors For Phlan?
Yes.
Is
we
this
have
a
one.
Is this a sanctioned trial?
Of course it is. Sanctioned by all 68 boroughs of Phlan.
May I approach the bench?
You may.
Out of the way,
Magrom, you can get up on the
dumb
witness stand
rats.
because they did call you.
They want me up there first?
The witness stand, yes, they did call you first.
Gotta do the spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
Does the bailiff have your honorable documents, being that you appear to be acting as a judge?
The scribe has them in the corner.
I need to verify them.
Hello, sir.
I need the judge's documents.
But of course.
Is the rat looking at Tantine, the judge?
The judge is looking straight ahead.
I'm gonna
So-
look and see if he's got any valuables on.
Okay.
Aw.
So, as you even start to look at the judge, 3 arrows fly at your feet, not hitting you.
I look up at the ceiling.
Violence.
Yes,
Here
Commander
you go,
Tantine,
sir.
help me.
So this rat holds a shakily mangled-looking gangrene paw with a document in it and hands it to you.
Alright, I will look at this said document.
Okay, make an investigation.
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm just horrible rolls.
So, luckily, the speech potion also assists you with rat literature, and it seems to be signed signatures with either a swipe or some of the signatures actually look pretty good. 68 of them with acceptance to hold a trial.
This is all like rat shit.
Yeah.
As in, this isn't a sanctioned trial. It's a trial. It's a trial for the rats,
Yes.
but it has nothing to do with the laws of Phlan.
The laws of Phlan would have us eradicated.
Sounds like some good laws to me.
This trial is perfectly in order and has been sanctioned by all the rat boroughs, so we shall proceed.
All I'm
He
saying is
goes-
that a citizen of Phlan does not have to stay in the jury if they do not want to, since this is not sanctioned by city or ordinance of territory.
We only brought him on to be a fair trial and not have a loaded jury.
You said you fed him rat shit.
No, we tried to feed him decent meals. They tried to feed me rotten food and moldy bread. You see most of the rats start licking their lips.
Disgusting. Well, Gertie, he might be your only hope to not have a bunch of rats, so you're guilty.
Now, can we please get on with this, sir?
Are you gonna clean up your mess when you're done?
Of course, we're not filthy rats. We're not filthy barbarian rats.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
He says as like 14 sprinkles fall on the floor next to him.
Out of his own ass.
What'd you say?
It falls out of his own ass.
Prosecution, I believe it is your witness. Yes, thank you. Magrom,
Yeah.
what
No.
was the purpose of your
right.
mission?
I need you to rescue my guy who's underwater.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Well, our group is one that answers to the High Lord Bane,
Who also doesn't sanction this?
who tasks our group for routing out cultists.
Which you may be a part of.
One more word, sir, and you'll be in contempt.
Contempt of a court that does not exist by Phlan law.
It exists by rat law.
Toast chimes up because he's been here
Sovereign
for 200
rats.
years. He goes, the rats have been doing this since I was a wee lad 200 years ago.
Not in my house, they haven't.
They may have. Your Honor, have you ever had a trial down here before?
This is
In
our
this house.
fourth trial in this house.
Not since I've owned it.
While this is going on, I'm going to look for valuables again.
Nice.
You see what looks to be like fishing implements, hooks, bobbers, a couple dead worms. They are all attached to his belt as if they are signs of his status, like his symbols of his status. There's a bottle cap. That's the most pristine looking thing.
Now, this mission from Bane to get these cultists. We were doing a night operation because we thought there was something suspicious going on at a mansion, which we tasked and deputized the Felix and his crew to go investigate. The rats did not perform their task particularly well, and Bane's edict says weakness shall be culled. I think. And I look at
Yes.
Tantine and shrug.
And what were your orders to Felix and his gang?
To investigate the lodge manor, and I pointed at it, and they went to a farmhouse instead.
I see. Now, Magrom, if you were to look at let's say, a behemoth, and then if you were to look at, say, a mountain, would you say both are large?
They're completely different.
Would you say both are large?
I look at the defense.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation. Overruled. Answer the question, Magrom.
Both are large.
Thank you, Magrom. The defense rests. The prosecution rests. I'm getting all fucked up. Defense, it is your witness? Yes, Magrom. Remind me, you did not participate in the slaughter of the rats, correct?
No, in fact, I rewarded Felix for his attempt.
I see.
Even though he failed Lord Bane. Miserably.
Yes, and what is Lord Bane's primary reason for followers? What does he request of all his followers?
I look at Tantine, and I don't actually know the answer to this question, but I'm like, he uses followers to gather power.
Power, yes, above all. Strength above all, correct?
Indeed.
So, in your mind, you were just acting out the will of your god by culling the weak, is this correct?
That is correct.
I see. And Gertie, do you believe her to be of reputable character?
I do.
I see. Do you believe her to show restraint in most scenarios?
I believe her to enact the will of the gods as commanded.
Okay, excellent. I believe that is all, Your Honor. The defense rests. Thank you, Magrom. You may be seated.
I wink at Felix as I walk by.
I would like to call Felix to the witness stand. So Felix makes his way up. Felix, what would you say was Gertie's intention and Magrom's intention for you in this manner? I believe They didn't have intentions, they just wanted to kill some rats for fun. Objection, Your Honor. We've heard clearly from numerous witnesses that there was an objective at hand, and that they were paid passionately for their service. Overruled. Let him finish. And, Felix, would you say that these two individuals followed through with their payment? They didn't. That is all. Ma'am, it is your witness. Felix, what were you and your gang doing in that part of town on that night? We were just eating some of the vegetables in the field.
Ah,
I see.
Gertie scoffs.
Now, if that were true, Felix, why would you request a reward of food for your endeavors? Rats are always hungry. Ah, yes, of course. Are you sure it has nothing to do with Judge Leviticus Rothburn IV's rat burrow being in the field? You see the judge turn to look at Felix.
Oh.
No, of course not. We just happened to be in that area. I see. Were you at Judge Leviticus Rothburn IV's home on that night? Remind you, you are under oath. I was not. Felix, I will remind you, you are under oath. Were you at my home that night?
Aw, shit.
So Felix, you see the rat start to get a little nervous here. Hang on. Okay. I was there. I was at your home. What were you doing at my home? It was me. I killed the rats, not Gertie. She's innocent. The defense rests. Objection, Your Honor. This is clearly not what happened. Gertie. So the judge looks down at you, Gertie, and he says, at this point, you are free to go if you wish.
Well, I'd say bid farewell, but to be perfectly frank, I hope I never see any single one of you again in my life.
So there's the judge didn't hear you. There's just a cacophony of rats talking to each other over here in the corner. The couple of these guards are holding back the judge from jumping down to Felix, and Felix is kind of being held back by his prosecuting, and then the scribe in the corner is just furiously scratching on a document.
Gertie leans over to Toast and goes, "Rat on rat violence. They'll never learn."
And he goes, I understand. I have seen this before.
Hey, we're thieving rats after all that. Dang.
So the rats are all occupied now, doing what they will on the jury stand. A couple of these rats, all Felix's offspring, are approaching the bench to see what's going on. These rats kind of just took off.
You're gonna have to say that again. Tantine just came back.
Okay, so Tantine, all of the rats are occupied now. Felix had just admitted to killing the other rats to basically save his skin because it was found out that Felix was at the judge's rat burrow that night. And instead of admitting the truth of what happened to that burrow, he admitted to killing the other rats instead.
With Mrs. What was the judge's name?
Right.
Leviticus Rothburn
Leviticus?
IV.
Miss Rothburn.
Who's
Toast
Felix?
goes up over to Magrom. He goes, "It is probably okay to let the halfling go now."
I just kind of slowly look at Toast and slowly walk over here and lockpick his manacles.
And Toast kind of yells out. He goes, "Thank you, Your Honor."
When are these disgusting vermin gonna leave my basement?
So you see the defense attorney come up to you, Toast, and oh, there's the manner of my payment, sir.
And Toast goes, "For who?"
For me, for representing your friend.
I told her just to come down here and apologize.
Your
Pay him up.
friend wouldn't have made it out of here alive if it weren't for me.
And he goes, "I do not carry material things with me. There was no payment talked about.
Toast, you need me to kill him?
I would appreciate if you don't.
Oh.
But tell you what, Mr. Defense Rat Attorney.
Mrs.
You need-
Defense Rat Attorney.
Wow.
If he goes, if you need me to visit your burrow anytime, wink wink,
Oh, shit.
please give me a call."
No payment? I and my burrow will remember this, Toast.
You may ask Gertie for payment. She was the one you represented.
Do you have payment, Miss Gertie, for saving your life?
You were council elected for her, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
think
you
she
were
has
like a
to pay. Yeah.
public attorney.
Out
Public
of
defender.
200 years, nobody has ever asked me for fees.
You're a public defender. You're paid by the borough.
Here, I'm sure Gertie has something in her pockets that she can. I don't know, maybe some like old crackers or
give
something.
him some old rations that have turned rotten.
I mean, maybe anything. Character sheet, inventory, some basil leaves, dried, anything. The smell that
Roll a
Roll.
D10.
You definitely have rations. Like that's
boom.
Okay, so reaching down into your
Some
satchel,
bubble gum.
you feel something hard and smooth. Do you pull that out, or do you search for something else?
Hard and smooth. Hold on, I gotta pull up. Oh, it's been a while. I don't think I had it loaded on this computer. Can you give me a more? Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Hard and smooth. Hopefully, it's just a ball bearing.
Okay, so you hand the rat defense attorney 1 platinum piece.
wow.
Good. Thank you.
That's
Jeez.
she can retire with
you wouldn't
that.
You wouldn't happen to have any change for that, would you?
Oh man.
Maybe some, something of rat value or wisdom that could benefit me on my journey.
Just go outside and kill it when Toast is down here.
She turns to you and all you hear is squeaking again. And then she
I'm like, wait, but I can totally understand the other rats. Why is this one just squeaking to me?
And she's gone.
She's just whistling now.
So this rat eventually succumbs to his wounds and is dead.
I'll take that dead rat and pick it up.
Pause 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta fill their humidifier. I'll be right back.
He just picks up the dead rat and leaves. We need another rat trial.
Well, that was a thing.
Did the halfling get freed? Oh, he left. Yeah, I'm assuming you rolled 18, right?
I'm
He's still
assuming that
down.
worked, but
What the heck happened down there? Someone named Felix got in trouble?
Yeah,
Well-
that was
apparently those rats were up to no good that we hired.
It seems like the kind of rats that normally rats would keep to themselves. So yeah.
some fresh of breath air after that stinky rat poop hole.
Yeah.
We have business in the manor there, Gertie, when you have a moment.
Oh, well, I'm just got a new lease on life. I'd say I have a moment.
A new lease on life.
What can I do for you?
That
Yeah,
trial,
dude, those rats meant business.
that trial meant nothing,
I walked off towards the manor.
other than it made Toast happy.
I was hoping a slaughter would ensue.
I don't know.
I was fully expecting that to happen.
I thought that was gonna happen until I noticed the archer rats on the balcony or whatever, the bookshelf.
I didn't want Toast to have to make a third character.
Yeah. Fourth, I think, right?
Or you get wiped by all the rats on accident.
They would have been scared.
I would have been upstairs naked, covered in Merkel oil and
Not
bones,
knowing what's going on. Yeah.
not having a clue what happened. Merkel rubbing his bone.
I don't know where the manor is.
Oh, you were in the basement of it.
All right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, where did we leave off? What happened?
I threw that rat body into the ocean,
Okay.
and I'm at the market now.
Catfish, just eat it.
I'm at the market now, looking for an exterminator in the market.
Okay.
Would one be in there?
Make an investigation.
Sorry,
check.
Toast. We don't quite agree with all of your mentality.
Investigation or perception?
Perception. That's a better idea.
Wow.
You see nothing but like common goods merchants in this area.
I'm about to get off for the night after that.
Like masturbate?
Yep. like Merkel bone? Rub?
Magrom, where are you? You trying to get in? Okay, go ahead.
He's trying to get Gertie to follow him into the mansion. That was where they were.
Did anyone rescue that poor fucking halfling?
Yeah, he unlocked him.
Yeah, he unlocked him.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least he rolled an 18 to unlock him.
So did you just unlock him and leave?
Yeah.
He could leave. Did he not follow us out?
No.
I think that one Pazik stood up and left. I don't know. But
Toast is still hanging around down there because he plans on living in the basement, so he's gonna help clean up and everything.
you better get that
Almost.
halfling out of there, Toast.
I'm at the town hall opening the door.
Toast goes, "Thank you for your service," to the halfling.
Please heal me.
So he
Oh my god.
Why do you keep falling through the floor?
I hit control instead of alt on accident.
Toast casts level 1 cure wounds on this guy, so
Okay, so the festering looking wounds on his
11.
body begin to heal. And he breathes a sigh of relief and goes, "Oh, thank you."
I want to ask the bank teller if they're aware of any exterminator services for the city of Phlan.
I do believe the rat catcher lives next to Alero's smithy. He most likely has products for you.
Thank you.
So there's like a whole profession of murdering rats, and that
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
still in business.
Back in this day?
He's not on trial. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I think this is like a racist thing.
Yep.
No, Toast is racist. He hates humanoids.
Yep.
He's like, yes, I've killed humans, but you know,
He's
God
got
forbid they
he's
kill
got
some
human.
rats.
Oops.
Toast has human meat in his pocket to cook.
I'm at what I believe is the rat catcher's house.
You're just gonna open the door?
I'm knocking. That's me knocking.
Okay.
I'll admit it.
So the door opens and a fucking Haggerty-looking orc comes out with a spear with at least 3 dead rat heads on it.
I am in dire need of your services, sir.
Or anything for the black.
I have an infestation.
Alright, hey, well, how many we talking here? Like 10, 15?
A couple dozen.
A couple of dozen? That'll be costly, sir, even if you're of the black.
How much are your services?
At least 15 silver per rat.
How soon can this be done?
I'll do it right now.
Perfect.
I've got nothing to do.
All right. What do you have? Poison?
I haven't eaten lunch. I'll do it
Crap.
right now.
Do you need help carrying any supplies?
You got me supplies right here.
And he slaps the shaft of his bloody, disgusting dagger.
All right. It's the old house Janarsk.
I'll follow you, that's it.
He fucking smells, too. I'm not even gonna have you roll perception for that.
Oh, hang on, you black blood. You're a little quick for me.
Oh Lord.
All right. Oh, I can see it right here.
You see him
What?
look at the ground and just start picking up little brown specks on the floor. He sniffs them and then he just throws them back down.
Oh, yeah, you got a bad one here.
They've started infesting the basement.
Oh, it's
It's gonna be really funny when he gets like eaten alive by rats.
Did you have
Opens the door.
Did you have a shipment of grain recently?
I didn't get a chance to inspect all the crates in the basement yet, and I believe some of them might have been food that's gone bad.
Most likely you had a rat in the grain sack, if you know what I mean.
Well, I probably... You don't need me to hold your hand for this, right?
Oh, yeah, I've been doing this for longer than you've been alive.
Do I just pay you per corpse you bring?
Yeah, I'll bring them up and put them on the little sidewalk here.
Oh, perfect. Let me know when the work's done, and I will make payment.
It'll be done,
Oh, there it
sir.
is.
Anything for the black.
Bottom fan.
Fix it.
No, I can stop it.
Well, wait a minute.
So you hear as the doors close. So the rat catcher slowly makes his way downstairs. And
I think
he
it's funnier that I don't see it.
And then he sees one. What?
And
in
Toast
the fuck
Toast
is
goes,
that?
"Wait, who are you? Why are you?"
So you hear the orc just say, "What the fuck is that?" And then you hear a whoosh, and he's gonna throw his spear at that one. Oh, and it hits.
Oh no!
So you see the spear flying, Toast, only for a second as it just impales this rat against the wooden bookshelf, right through the chest.
And Toast stands in front of him. He goes, "Stop! Who are you?"
Boy, be careful, lad. There's it.
And as he turns his
Stop.
corner and sees everything, he just open mouth.
What the fuck is going on here?
Would Toast know who he was because he worked in the same grabbing the bodies?
Absolutely not. You don't know this guy.
How would I not? I work with the, getting rid of the bodies with the crabs.
He's a rat catcher. He's not a crab catcher.
But working in the same town, would I have ever seen him? Like, would I know his work?
I make a history check.
Right, plus 2 on this. So 21.
Yeah, you're familiar with this guy. Not from seeing him, but from what the rats say about him.
He goes,
He is the
stop,
boogeyman.
stop, you must not attack them.
Boy,
Baba
sir,
Yaga.
you don't understand. This is an infestation like I've never seen.
He
You
goes
do
and
not
rips the
understand.
spear out of the rat hanging on the bookshelf and just like shakes the spear, and the rat body just falls down to the hilt. And he aims at the next one.
He goes, if you attack them, I will have to attack you.
What do you mean? This is an infestation. We've got
This
to
is
get
a
rid of
jury
it.
trial.
And suddenly you see about 15 little mini rat arrows start to fly in his direction. So
Anyone
he
hit?
sees them. He steps out of the way and steps behind you. So you can make a reaction to move, Toast, or you can eat the arrows.
No, I'm gonna move over.
Make a dexterity.
So guys, I had to go take a dump. So I was just listening to this while I was
Alright,
in the
plus 2.
toilet.
Okay.
Oh, so
So you
good.
try to move out of the way, but he pushes you back in the way.
Ugh.
Ooh, 19.
19, yeah, hits.
Toast is dead.
So you take 6 points of damage as 15 little rat arrows pierce you, 6 of them finding true purchase on your massive body.
He goes,
Oh, you see, they can't be trusted.
And he throws his spear at the judge. And it hits. Oh no. Not Judge Leviticus.
No.
My favorite rat.
alright, so
Oh, he's fucking impaled. Not only is he impaled, but the rat in front of him is also impaled into the stone wall. And
Oh my gosh.
their legs just flailing, screeching. Toast, you look at them and they just look in shock and horror as their lifeblood leaks out of their little rat bodies and their feet stop flailing.
Oh my gosh.
hold on.
Oh my god.
This
Alright,
is
so
good.
Toast he holds his hands out right at the rat catcher, and he's gonna cast burning hands.
Okay.
Alright, so he needs to roll a dex saving of 14.
Ooh, a 2.
Alright, so it takes. Alright, so I level to 4d6. So
11. Okay. So the flames erupt from your hands and spark at him and fly on him. And he says, "Oh, be careful! You almost got me there." And he just looks at the rat that's on his spear now charred, and he says, "Oh, thank you anyway," and takes a bite of it. And he's gonna head towards the dais. So let's roll initiative here at this point.
What has he got? Orc flame skin?
He's one of those famous. He's one of those.
Realize that Toast is trying to stop him from killing these rats.
You didn't get hit by that?
He did.
Oh, he just doesn't give it.
No, he's one of those level 20 adventurers that we never hear about.
He just gets paid by eating rats.
does he have any damage on him?
Oh yeah, he's some of his flesh is like melted.
Alright.
What's that halfling doing in there?
He's trying to get the fuck out at this point.
Does anyone upstairs smell burning flesh and maybe those shelves on fire and see smoke or anything?
Make a perception with advantage. Whoever's upstairs.
I don't want to hear this.
Boom. I rolled a 16. You said with advantage?
Yes.
Oh!
14, I think.
Nat 20.
I rolled two
So
12s.
not only did you hear a commotion, but you heard like a brrr 2 times, and then you heard like a roar of flames, and then you heard shouting. So the rat catcher is going to proceed and step on 3 of these rats, killing them instantly.
I tell Gertie and Magrom upstairs, I just sent someone down to clean up some of the rat shit.
So he pulls his spear off of the wall, and the judge and this guard are impaled on it, and he shakes them down like the other ones. So now there's 3 rats on there. And he is going to make an attack roll on this guard. That hits. And he's going to impale that one also.
I love this guy.
Sorry, Toad. And then he is going to attempt to throw the spear at the prosecution rat tourney.
He must be a level 20.
He is level 20, man.
He's been catching rats for 40 years.
Yeah.
He just attacked like 6 times in a row.
This rat is also impaled. All right, Toast, your turn.
All right, so Toast looks over, and am I able to?
So this is, from your perspective at this point, this is like Doom guy killing demons in fucking Doom.
Have you played the new one?
Easily loving doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So I did damage him, but this guy's just basically. I'm watching him, and he's just absolutely destroying the place.
Oh yeah, he is fucking everything up.
What's the sound? What? A lot of squeaking.
A lot of
like
squeaking,
agony.
a lot of like flesh
Okay.
being rended, a lot of chewing. You hear bones crunching in the chewing.
Chewing as in he's eating them?
Oh, he's eating every rat that's impaled on his spear.
Oh my lord!
Does he eat the bodies?
As he's eating the rats, you see some of his flesh turn back to green that was melted before.
Right, so, yeah, Toast is watching this. He kind of knows that he's above his head, and he's not gonna. He yells out to all the rats. He goes, "Run for your life, my friends! Run for your life!" And he all he could do is he casts healing spirit and tries to.
Oh no!
So I just set out yeah, just over here, and I'm trying to just trying to heal as fast as possible
Okay.
while yelling, "Run for your lives, my friends! There's nothing I can do. He's too powerful."
Okay. So the halfling is going to happily get the fuck over here. So we need to have the rats. We'll have the Felix represent the rats. So the rats up on the bookshelf, they all take a shot at the rat catcher. So you see another 15 arrows fly from the quiver.
Whoa!
Or from the bow. 7 of them hit for 7 damage. Then the scribe, you just see the scribe furiously scratching on the paper still, taking all of this into account.
Oh my gosh.
These rats are going to run. So are these. So are these. Felix is going to make an attack. And that's a miss. So after the arrows fly, you see them embed into the back of the orc's massive back. And he says, "Oh, I'll get to you in a minute." And then it's his turn. He's going to attack Felix.
Wait, did Toast go in between?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he cast the healing. Okay.
Felix the Brave is now impaled. And then you see him turn towards the wall where the rats are escaping. And you see him raise his hand, an open hand, and then close his fist. And there's now a wall of bones made of rat bones that closes off the area.
I knew this was a Merkelite. I could tell from his rat murder.
Oh my god, dude.
Toast is like he's all teared up and just a face of horror. He's looking around.
He's got a wall of bones. Sounds like someone that Derek would hire.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is this guy available for our party?
So then he comes down, raises his spear after grabbing it from the impaled Felix, and throws it. And you hear a command word erupt from his lips as he throws the spear, and it lands here. And Toast, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Okay, so you take half damage. So you take 13 points of damage as the spear erupts and shrapnel ejects from the end of the spear.
Holy shit.
And all of these rats are now dead.
Sick.
I love that he became like a boss.
Who is this guy? General?
Him and Kyle are
General Larry?
Alright, Toast, you're up.
Alright, so I call over the healing spirit to me and basically use one of the +2. And I'm just kind of aghast. I'm just like in the corner, just not knowing what to do. I'm just like my mouth's wide open, and I'm just like stuttering now, like in the deep voice, like like just watching the carnage, like and I'm going, my friends.
He was
All
my
right,
friend.
so the halfling is now escaped, or at least gone up to the top level.
Cedric Diggory.
So the rat catcher, he holds his fist up again, closed this time, brings it down and opens it, and the bones explode by the wall, and you see at least 10 animated rats, zombie rats, skeletal rats, climb up onto the bookshelf and eradicate the rat archers that are up on the bookshelves. They are dead. And at that point, the rat catcher puts his spear down, stabs it into the ground, and he says another command word, and you see all of the rat droppings and urine just begin to evaporate into the air.
Oh my god.
The bone wall is now gone. And as he walks back here, he looks at you and nods. And with his spear in his left hand, without even looking, he throws it behind him, and it impales the rat scribe, finally killing the last rat into the rat courtroom.
What a badass.
And Toast just slumps down without saying anything. He's really big, so he just kind of goes just right down.
Is this the villain arc start?
Finally. This has all just been a pre-campaign for the real.
He goes over to you, Toast, and he lifts up your one hand, and he says, "Do the flame thing again," as he holds his spear in front of your hand.
And he's just looking at him. He goes, "Are you a demon?"
He looks up, and you see his eyes turn into 1,000-yard stare, and he says, "To them, I am." And he just walks away.
Dude, Goblin Slayer, but Rat Slayer. That guy's a beast.
He pulls himself up and basically has the healing spirit. 1, 2, 3. You can do 3 more times. So.
Oh, milady, how are you? Looking for your commander here.
Gertie comes running down into the basement, frantically. How Stiggery did you throw Felix's name into the goblet of Larry?
So as you look into the courtroom, there is no trace or any resemblance of any rats that were in this area.
Was it all a dream?
Toast goes, "It is okay, Gertie. I have found somebody more evil than you."
Oh, you have a nemesis now. We all need a nemesis.
I could not
I'm the
believe
evil
there's
one.
people-
I'm the evil one.
I cannot believe there's. It is not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
I sir, the deed is done.
How many rats did you capture?
I killed at least 3, I think.
Check the stream, Chad.
3 rats? And you said 15 silver a rat?
That's good.
I like how he's underselling it.
Hmm.
What? He killed like
I-
30.
I will give
Nice.
you... 5 gold. A nice tip.
Oh, thank you, sir. I mean, I can't leave you empty-handed. That was more fun than I imagined. So, yeah, take this too.
And he hands you a spear.
Oh my
I take-
god.
I take his spear. Well, thank you.
I thank you. That was a good time.
I'll give you a call again.
Again, let me know.
Do you just do rats? Or
He doesn't even turn to look at you, and he says,
I just do rats.
nah, I was hoping crabs and stuff too. But...
Damn, Kyle's after me personally. What the hell? What did I do to you?
You know, a bunch of dirty rats in my basement.
Rats.
I do think that was pretty good. Like, he was pretty restrained for, like, how I thought his character would act.
Yeah, because I feel that was pre-set up.
None of that was pre-set up.
Really? That was good then.
I figured he was gonna go down there and get murdered by
yeah,
rats.
I had no fucking script for a rat trial,
Oh
so I
my
just
God.
ad-libbed everything.
That was
I
beautiful, the whole thing.
thought that guy was gonna go down there. The door got closed behind him. And he's gonna be like, "What the hell?" And he just gets like torn apart by 100
That's
rats.
kind of what I thought. But...
I rolled a d4 to see what would happen, and 1 to 2 was he was gonna get just fucking overwhelmed.
John
and
Wick on them.
easily, and 3 and 4 was to John Wickham, and he rolled a 4.
Oh my God.
Level 20 rat catcher. Sick.
So Kyle,
You
you're
should-
holding a spear now with 4 rat corpses on it.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
Oh my god, nice.
I'm gonna go put that in my room real quick.
I'm waiting for Gertie.
Oh,
Is
coming back.
is it
You
like?
don't want to identify that?
Well, I'm not gonna show it to Toast. He'll get mad at me. I just sent down a rat catcher to catch the rats. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened down there.
You should go take it
Yeah.
to Crag.
I'm gonna inspect this rat spear.
Okay, make an inspection. Check. Make a investigation.
It's not the one he was using, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's splintered.
16.
So upon closely looking at this spear, you see that there's some blood remaining on one of the rat bodies impaled on it, the judge's body. And as the blood is running down the shaft of the spear, you see runes glowing on the wooden shaft as the rat blood coats over it.
Can I try to decipher this rune?
You can.
Oh, are you going to be sword and or spear and shield pally now?
A 9. Not good enough. Probably I'll have to go to the goblin.
One of the runes looks familiar to you, and you're almost certain you have a book of weaponry that you had in your room.
Let's see if I can match this up. I will search through the bindings of my books for weapons and runic imbued nonsense.
How much time do you spend looking?
10 minutes.
Okay, that's enough. So you find the rune and you match it, and you match other runes that you find on the shaft. And it is in what seems to be ancient dwarvish runes.
It's Kildun.
Oh, man.
It's Kale Spoon.
Would I probably have to go to the library to find a dwarven rune book? Or would my weapons book tell me what these runes specifically say?
The book you have tells you what the runes say. So down the shaft of the spear, you take one of the bodies and you like squeeze it and get more blood out, and then you rub it, you stroke the shaft and let the blood seep into it, and the runes spell out to be Ratpocalypse.
Ratpocalypse? Why would the rat guy give me his weapon of choice?
That is to be seen.
I'm confused.
However,
now.
you remember seeing another book that you had during your military career, a book on legendary weapons, and that weapon seems to spark your memory in your subconscious.
Dude, you got the first legendary.
A legendary for killing rats. Alright. Where's my book of mythical legendary weapons that could exist in Faerun?
It is on that same bookshelf.
I'm gonna find it here because I'm pretty well versed in that book. I read it before bed every night for bedtime stories.
Ah, yes, you do. So you find Ratpocalypse under the legendary weapons starting with R. And you see this spear. It matches exactly the spear that you have, held by what seems to be a humanoid figure on top of a pile of rat bodies, with rats leaping and trying to attack this person, but he's holding them at bay. And you see that it is a spear. It is a speared weapon. Standard spear, 1d... I think it's 1d8.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, 1d8 standard weapon, but it is plus 10 against rats.
Okay. That's its only properties that I know of.
He's like, this is worthless.
I mean, I won't have to use the exterminator anymore for rats.
Yes.
True.
It
What about-
also has once per long rest, cleansing aura, which will eliminate all evidence of rats within a 50-yard radius.
Oh.
You can murder them and then hide it from those.
Perfect. Okay. Does it have the throne property?
Yes, you
He
can
was
throw
throwing it.
So I think it's 1d8 one-handed, and then you can two-hand it for 1d10.
Yes, okay, that makes sense.
I will put it in this lockable armoire.
Okay.
We're gonna run into a rat king later.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a spear, so I don't think I can hold it on me the whole time. Would that
Put it
be
in your
too
backpack.
weird?
It does require attunement.
Do I want to keep a rat spear on me at all times?
Just because I looked it up, a standard spear is 1d6, 1d8, not 1d8,
Oh, okay.
1d10.
But this is Ratpocalypse.
I'm
it's
just
1d8.
yeah.
And
It's a
what would you-
legendary spear.
Yep. DM rules. I was just reading
Uh,
the actual spear thing.
Yeah, I'll place it in here for now.
Okay.
I threw the rats in the fire. By the way.
Okay.
The judge.
Where's Magrom at?
Seems like Felix didn't finish the job.
Magrom, where are you?
I'm gonna use the fire poker to poke them around, make
By
sure
the
they
door.
burn up
Oh.
good.
There, I'll
Or
ping
judge.
where I'm at. You can click on that and it'll send you there.
Oh, hold on. See the ping again?
I'll come to you.
All right, let's go to Derek. Derek, what are you doing? Having just communed with your god.
Let's say that throughout that time my trance ended, and I will redress my armor since I was in my quote-unquote nightgown, and I'll start to exit my room around. Let's say, what time are we at? 10, give or take.
It
Or is
is
it earlier than
probably
that?
about 2 p.m. now.
Oh wow, okay. Whew, I've been in there a while. Oh, buddy. So I come out and I'm kind of still murmuring, but I'm gonna start wandering the building a little bit.
Okay.
Unfortunately, looking for Toast, actually. But I'm still kind of out of it. So if they can just see me wandering around a little bit.
Okay.
If they want to have their conversation while I'm wandering.
Go ahead. Toast, are you still in the basement?
I've got your...
Well, I was letting you guys go. I was gonna make my way out.
Yes, Magrom-kun?
Got your cut of the hall here.
Ah, excellent.
I'm gonna give him the ring and earring, the rope ring, cure wounds,
Ooh,
earrings.
very nice, very nice. I accept. This is... I'm not much of a healer, but... I'll take it. This could come in handy.
And then,
What else did you find?
oh, you already got the Featherfall ring.
Yes. From the castle.
I'll give him the boots, I guess, just to kind of spread this out. But I am greedy.
True. But you are a simp. My lady. Yes.
Then I go.
Anything for you, my lady.
Yeah, I'll hang on. I'll hang on to the
Magrom,
rest.
me and Larry, the rat catcher, we're gonna go hang out at his place tonight.
And listen, I feel kind of bad for Toast, so I was gonna give him this staff to kind of smooth things over.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I think Toast tried to, sell us out. He tried to sell me out, but if you want to give him that, make him feel better, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really know. He's gonna stick around. Probably should be equipped a little better than them homeless rags he's caught. And then I bid her adieu. And thank her for her help.
Okay.
Just slaps your ass on your way down the stairs.
I shudder a little bit, but smile. Where's Toast?
Toast went off to his he couldn't be in the basement anymore. It was giving him PTSD, so he left there and he went to his old sleep spot to sleep it off under one of the docks.
He's under the dock.
Yeah, like
I
a
guess-
troll.
I'll wait till I see him again.
So Toast is basically he's out there and he's trying to sleep, get a long rest in after that.
Okay.
He's just like doesn't know what to think.
Look at him.
Like a heartbeat.
So depressed. Oh, poor guy.
My rats.
I would love a crab to just come comfort him. All right. I'm gonna wait till nightfall to do my next thing.
Okay, let me catch you two coming down the stairs. You both came down about the same time. Before you wander out to the kitchen. Or
Oh.
outside.
Is Christopher around? We're gonna need lunch.
I'm just at the dining table relaxing
Yeah.
by the fire.
Okay, so I see you guys over that way.
Christopher? Was he the
Yeah.
chef?
Yeah,
No, he
he's
wasn't.
Christopher's the cook/fighter on my paper.
And I'm going to now don my new boots and cloak.
Well, erase cook. I didn't mean that.
Do I have a cook?
No, not yet.
Okay, how do I get a cook?
Do you have uneven charisma, Kyle?
No, I have even charisma.
Oh.
16. Want me to retcon it to 17?
No.
I will hang on to these awesome earrings because I could do a feat or something, I guess.
I could also feed it. What did I do for my last feed? I don't even remember.
I could split con and charisma and then go up. I also don't want to get actor yet.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go make us food.
We gotta find that chef and rehire him.
Where do you think he went?
I don't know, but I gotta steal from him too.
He'll break your arm. Well, I guess I'm gonna start making a stew.
Make a performance.
Performance? For a stew?
Yes.
Oh, that's not
What are you
right.
putting in the stew?
Potatoes.
19 plus 3.
What are you putting in the potatoes? Or in the stew?
It is going to be a chicken. More like a soup. More like a chicken soup.
Okay.
So,
Not rat.
not rat.
Did you wash your hands?
I did not wash my hands.
Nice.
Lovely.
Okay, so you're able to make a hearty
Chicken?
chicken soup.
There's going to be carrots in it.
Roll a d20 to see how many rat droppings fall in the stew from your hands.
No, there should be none. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
He cast his spell and it cleared all the droppings. It cleared them off my
From
body,
the
too.
courtroom.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in the courtroom.
No,
No, I
you
wasn't.
weren't.
Dang.
He tried to lie. Roll a deception.
Roll 2d20 now.
All right, 2 rat droppings.
Roll
And
another d20 for lying to me.
I forgot where I was. Okay, 6
Fuck
rat
you.
droppings.
Okay. So 6
carrots.
carrots fall into the soup.
There's gonna be carrots in there. Some leeks. Some potatoes.
I'm watching him do all the.
Some chicken bones to get a good broth, you know.
Okay.
Put it in here. Let's see, what else should I add? You know what would make it pretty good? Some cabbage. Chop up this head of cabbage pretty fine.
Okay.
Put that in there. Yeah. I will taste it as it's cooking.
Okay.
It probably needs some seasoning. Go over here. I'm gonna get some of those.
Seasoned it.
What?
You've already seasoned it.
No, I didn't.
With the poop.
I'm gonna with 6 rat droppings.
Yeah.
With your unwashed hands.
That's fine. Do you think people wash their hands all the time in a medieval mythical place?
Of course
All
they
right.
did.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab some salt and pepper, some garlic. That'll kill the rat droppings.
He hopes.
Alright, add some salt and pepper. Garlic. Maybe some I don't know, what do you think? Thyme? Couple of herbs. Yeah. Alright, I'm cooking.
All right. Roll 2d6. Okay, so you are able to make enough for 5 servings.
But I have to feed more than 5 people.
I don't know. How many did you invite to dinner?
Someone's got to feed. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boots here, and all of our friends.
Oh, you're feeding all the boots too?
Well, I don't have a cook anymore. I thought I had a cook.
Oh, okay, okay.
They need to eat. I think Eric and Andrew are still out post, or did they come in?
Roll a d20. Roll 2d20. Okay, so you make 15 servings.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so that's finishing up. I'll get 15 bowls.
Ooh, there's someone who got lucky and probably didn't get some droppings in it.
I mean, it went into the whole cauldron, though.
And it melted. Yeah, you're right.
Do you have any stoneware that we can put out? 15 bowls?
Yeah. Can you tell Carly to be quiet? We're trying to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm gonna ask Philip here. You think the boss? You think the boss should be cooking?
I don't think so. I think it's beneath his stature.
Didn't there used to be a cook employed here?
Yes, Giancarlo.
Any idea where he's at?
Oi, he's at Castle Viejo now as the head chef.
Right.
But word is, he's not very keen on Jhessail's particular taste.
That's good to know. Maybe we'll pay him a visit. He might be interested in feeding the troops again.
Very good.
Thank you, Philip. And then I'm gonna relay that to Tantine.
I wonder if Max Powers could cook us food.
He could be our errand boy.
Philip, can you take some of these portions out to the boot out in perimeter?
You
And then
want
you
them to stay on watch, or would you rather we all communally eat?
Nah, it's probably safe enough to communally eat at the table. If you could bring everyone in.
He comes over to the kitchen door and rings the dinner bell.
You know, you should do some sort of handshake with them. Make sure they're still all on the up and up.
You don't trust them.
Siricists have infiltrated before.
They have the insignia, though. I touched them all with the gauntlet.
Oh, that's true. They have, like, powers now, right?
Yeah, they should at least
they're immune
protected from seer
Yeah.
power. Is there a head table chair?
There will be. Oops.
Can that anchor be changed to a giant black gauntlet?
Oh god.
I'm really good at drawing holy symbols. Let me do it.
Oh god.
Oh, is everyone gonna be here? Let's see. We've got.
Oh, let's see if I can copy and paste that quick. Hang
on. Derek's here. Ooh, who we missing? Where's Toast?
Derelict my balls. Captain.
Derelict.
I know Toast wouldn't eat this, but he doesn't want to sit down with us for dinner. Anyone seen him since the trial?
No, I was looking for him. I was going to give him something.
Hmm. He must be upset that that rat didn't want
to sleep with them.
Sleep with him.
She wasn't killed though, so she's still out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's still a chance. She's gonna be extra lonely now. There's always Mrs. Leviticus.
I'm still kind of upset about glitter, and I just kind of sit here and stare off.
Who's glitter to you?
My friend from home.
Oh,
nice. Look at that. Goes right up the wall.
Monster Claw.
Yeah, I can't get rid of the talons. I don't know how to do that. Those shouldn't be there.
You look on the outside of the house. There's a face.
No! My hidden gauntlet, coon. You see nothing.
Is that supposed to be the thing from Castaway?
The volleyball.
The volleyball.
Wilson.
Wilson! It does kind of look like him.
Look at him hiding there.
Good, because claws are so ugly.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
They
good
go
enough.
away. No, it must be perfect. Okay.
All right.
Smells delicious. What's on the menu today?
Roast rat.
Oh, chicken. Yum.
Chicken stew.
Oh, let me gather the others. Do. think that's all of that. Oh no, Gerald.
Yeah, we got Gerald. Let's see. Shepard, Gerald, Drux, Christopher, Harold, and Philip. I will need one boot to take some portions to Andrew and Eric at the bridge as well.
Okay.
We had an incident in the basement. I'm not surprised due to taking over from.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes, who would like the floor?
You see the halfling walking down the hall that was rescued from the rat trial.
Oh, okay. Where is he? Come here.
May I partake in some of your cuisine here? I couldn't help but smell it out the kitchen window.
Harold, can you go greet this individual and inquire as to why they're just wandering into the building?
Yes, sir, of course.
Thank you.
He punches him.
He's my torturer.
How'd you get in here? Oh, I'm sorry, but I crawled in through the window on the western side of the hall.
So you see Harold reach forth and grab the halfling by his collar and lift him up off the ground. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm just hungry, sir. I've been tortured relentlessly.
You don't know torture. Leave.
Oh, yes, of course.
He just books it and runs out the front door.
Perfect.
I just take 2 bowls.
What a fatty. Thank you.
Of course, Commander.
You know, Philip here says that Giancarlo is up at the castle.
Oh, the House Janar's cook?
Yeah.
He was a good fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah. Then I'm twirling the spoon in the air. Apparently he ain't none too happy with his employment up there.
So Drax speaks up and he says,
Yes, it appears Jhessail is extremely picky and does not prefer seafood.
Well, I don't know if that'd be wise for me to take the Citadel's cook. But I know I can't be making meals on the daily for the troops.
You could tell him to come down here, maybe. Just for a visit.
I can inquire with him. Leave the choice up to him, but yes, I will broach that with him. I do have to, as I was going to announce, I do have to go up and speak with Jhessail and inform her as to our findings, as well as the fact that we've done well in clearing the city of any Cyricists, and see what next steps she'd like us to take for the group.
Yes. You'll find him in the kitchens in the west wing of the castle.
And just so everyone's aware, there was an incident in the basement. There was an infestation of rats.
North wing of the castle, I mean.
That has been taken care of by an exterminator. I sent him down there to capture and remove any of the rats. He has been paid. Hopefully that will prevent any further infestations. I know that when it was House Janarsk, maybe they weren't keeping track of their basement as well, allowing for rodents to come in.
Understood, Captain, Commander.
I do believe we should probably, well, the basement seems like a great storage area, and it does have a jail, prison section, holding cells. We should work on fashioning that into possibly operational base. We'll section one part off. I think Toast wanted a way to drink seawater and talk with crabs. So there will be a small section for him as well. Otherwise, the house seems to be in pretty good repair from the city architects. And we are just awaiting on Jhessail's next orders.
Very good.
Is there anything of note that anyone has seen or would like to bring to light?
Nothing to report at this time, sir. I spoke to the guards on the bridge. Everything seems to be in order there.
That is good to hear. I see we are short Toast.
So Investigator Shepard raises his hand for a moment.
Go ahead.
Were you able to interrogate the Syracist at Castle Black yet?
No, we were waylaid prior to being able to go up and do that. Derek and I still plan on going and talking with them if they haven't expired.
Very good, I was just curious.
Would any of you be interested in assisting?
I just start loudly slurping my soup.
Which one was the torturer? Whoever he is raises his hand.
Harold.
Harold raises his hand.
We could probably use a skilled interrogator, so you are welcome to join us. We will probably make that trip. Well, now that the rat problem took most of the day, we could possibly do it this evening.
I will be ready.
Derek, did you have anything further, or were you ready to go speak with the Syricists?
Derek is not eating. He's just standing at the table, and he lifts his head up and looks over to Tantine and says,
Merkel came to me in a dream last night.
Oh,
He has given me a premonition, a vision of the future that is to come. When I was in the tavern the other day, you all thought me crazy, as did I for a moment. But it seems as if Merkel has an eye out for us. The docks must be watched. Zental Keep plans on trying to smuggle in tainted goods into Phlan, possessed by Cyric himself.
Okay. So your vision told you that those kegs were tainted?
Correct.
So that should be handled.
We're going to have to place guards, checking shipments and ledgers as they come in. It's going to be quite a hefty lift for our small team to handle.
Then it would have to be brought up with Jhessail.
When is this supposed to transpire, Bone Speaker?
We have less than a month.
Sir, may I make a suggestion?
Of course.
Perhaps we keep this to ourselves and not involve Jhessail as quickly as you wish. I would caution on working in Jhessail's city without making her aware of something so large? Why do you wish to keep this under wraps within the Boot clan?
He makes a fair point.
I just think Jhessail would appreciate you taking care of this matter without adding more to her plate. I think at this point the Boots can handle it on our own. Why muddy the waters with potential Black Fist gods that haven't been initiated yet? That just opens the door for more corruption by Cyric in my mind.
Well, not only that, you might show your hand.
I don't disagree to the fact of not giving her too much to task, and however, she has to be made aware of some things that we're doing so that if we have to expand our numbers to cover more ground, I can receive more funds for this battalion of Boot.
Well, as long as you don't overdo it at the docks and tip off that we're doing something down there.
Cyric is not to be trusted. Any ship coming in could be carrying Zental goods that have been smuggled. We don't know what ships might be carrying those casks, and therefore every ship will need to be checked.
You're saying a month from now, not currently, correct?
According to my vision, the shipment should arrive a month, give or take, but we must be safe.
Commander,
so let us say that we have 3 weeks to prepare for this.
So Philip speaks up and addresses you, Tantine.
Yeah.
I believe at this point, none of us here are familiar with the docks and the processes of the docks. Perhaps we look at recruiting some dock hands or pirates into the Boots. Those with a better lay of the land to figure out how to best approach this.
I'm not opposed to recruiting another willing swashbuckler or two to stand by with the dockmaster for these shipments.
How are we to trust pirates and smugglers? They work only for coin. A higher coin comes to them.
So as you're saying that, Philip looks to Magrom and then looks back to you.
Our master of coin.
And then he looks to Gertie and looks back to you.
As in use that? They're not pirates. They're thieves.
No, but they're thieves.
I start slurping my second bowl.
I believe an interview process would be in order to find out which swashbucklers, pirates, or dockmasters are trustworthy.
I agree. Magrom, do you have any leads onto some individuals of that caliber?
Whoa, I ain't know nothing.
Just enjoying that rat shit soup.
I mean, I could ask around, but...
Sir, I believe I could infiltrate the dockyard as a pirate and work amongst them for at least 2 of the 3 weeks that we have. And I should be able to report back to you on who I believe to be trustworthy.
I will put you in head of that task.
Wait.
What?
You don't know nothing about thievery, sir. If I do say so myself, as there's a rat turd in my beard.
Are you talking to Derek or Shepard?
I think I was.
Shepard,
I don't know what.
Shepard is a
Shepard.
Oh, he's a fighter rogue, so he does have some idea of thieving.
He knows all. He probably doesn't know the criminal networks down there, but do you?
I've got a firm grasp on what happens in the docks in regards to smuggling and how the dock hands and dock workers are paid.
Do you
But
know
I
how
could
that
learn
changes
more.
hands?
Not yet. I just
Magrom,
know what happens.
don't
Oh.
aren't you friends with the Powers family, or haven't you worked with them before? They have many
Oh.
connections at the docks.
I do have business over in the Sunset. And I just grin.
They're getting shipments in it daily.
I could go talk to Max.
So Max
Wonder if
is
they could assist us.
Max probably has Sirius's brew in his bar.
We probably should go check it out if you suspect deliveries.
It can't be. Why would his god give him the time frame of a month from now if it's already here?
Well, he
Well,
seems to have tasted something.
But apparently there was also an incident that took place at the other bar.
Chris, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll get back to that. Oh, dang, you love rat food.
Dang.
So your stomach is just warm and cozy with this delicious soup that Tantine has prepared for you.
Tantine, let me clarify.
Wow, give me the name of the other bar quick.
Sunset.
With a
No,
double.
other one. Doublet.
Oh, the Velvet
The,
Doublet.
the incident at the doublet was the premonition. That was the vision that Merkel gave me of the future to come within the next month.
I see.
Does that mean it covers everything that goes on in this city?
Yeah, that's a good point. Or is that just the velvet doublet?
I will have to commune further to see if Merkel will provide us any more insight into other smuggling that might occur.
So,
Why don't you
drunk
wait? Why don't you wait to commune until you get back in your room, though?
Did you ever get your? Did you ever
Drunk
get your?
speaks up for a moment, and he says,
I've done some research on premonitions and divine intervention. They seem to be extremely specific in their regards and their tasks. I can't imagine this cleric would get a premonition that specified a month from now and it already be here. That would make no sense.
Well, great. We don't have to do anything for a month, then, I guess, with that logic.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need to be cautious about our plan.
Well, if no one else would like to do it, I know Shepard is up to the task of leading the infiltration at the docks. If someone else would like to assist, that would be fine. Unless Magrom or Gertie would want to take the lead on it with Shepard.
I will send one of me mates to help assist him.
yes, it seems we've got a couple options in front of us. We could either inform Jhessail, get the Black Fist on it, or go the dock worker route and infiltrate that way. Which do you prefer?
I think we should start by working the network and seeing what we can find out or get in place ourselves, and if it appears to be too big of a task, then we will notify Jhessail for extra Black Fist assistance.
So Philip speaks up at that point and he says, Commander, don't you think Jhessail would be rather upset you didn't involve her in the first place?
It is our task to stop the Sirists. We were given it directly by Jhessail, using whatever means necessary.
So you see Philip nodding his head as you say that.
Jhessail does not need to be bothered with all of our ongoings as long as we're still at task with what she wanted us to do, which is to rid this city of Siricist influence, which we are effectively accomplishing thus far.
I'll say if we run into trouble, we should probably get her.
Yes. That's not to say if we run into something that is beyond our current capability that we should inform her.
And within the safety of the timeline of 3 weeks, there should be plenty of time to figure out what is going on at the docks, And if we need to involve Jhessail.
You just slap the table. To the docks, then.
That does cover the dock.
Very good.
What about the temple?
Well, I haven't received orders from Jhessail to go to the temple yet. Or did she? So long ago, I don't remember.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not directly. We just know it exists.
Okay.
Is
Or
it
that
not-
we've heard that they are rebuilding a temple to Styric.
We do have the temple on our map. We should have a war room, or should we just make it the dining room where we talk about our business?
There is a war room in the attic.
Okay.
Not so far away.
Yeah.
That's got the maps though.
Well, we'll just make sure. I'm sure that our logistics will be on the map that we talk about here. Our tactics.
Now, since this is our first formal dinner as Boots, we're gonna go around the table and each person say one thing interesting about themselves.
Yes, yes.
just kidding.
Yes.
Like, I would not say that.
Just so that we all know who each other are, we will go around the table and introduce ourselves. And I would like to know one fact about yourself. How long you've stayed in Phlan?
Oh my, stop, dude.
And how many years of service you had with the Black Fists prior to becoming a boot?
Oh my god, no.
Please don't make me do this.
No,
And be excruciating detail.
Yeah. That was funny.
I would also like to know your mother's maiden name.
And your social security.
Yeah. What is your Phlan security number?
Magrom. So Shepard speaks up. Magrom. When can your associate be ready?
Probably by then. I can get the word by tomorrow, and the next day, have to give him some time to prepare.
Magrom, is your
2 days.
associate trustworthy?
Of course he is.
Commander, what will be my budget for this task?
Oh my goodness. I need an accountant.
Should hire that pig man.
Who?
The
Hire your
demon pig
treasurer.
guy.
Hire your old boss. No, but be his boss.
I may need to line some pockets. I could get the job done with 20 gold. 50 would be better, and 100 gold would make sure we have everything we need.
Start with 50. Pay him back more. Use it.
I push 5 silver towards Tantine.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, my God.
Contribution.
I don't even know. This house is 1,000 gold a month, I think.
Yes.
And we get
The first one free?
Is the first one free?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You worked that out.
Yes, first one's free, and I'm trying to remember. Is it I get 500 gold a month for just the boot, and then I, as the commander, get paid 500 myself.
Correct.
Okay. And then let's see.
That's per long rest.
What?
Per month, right?
With the rent for House Janarsk is 1,000 gold per month.
Okay.
Right.
How much does Jhessail give me for the boot? Our group.
Right, so it's let's see. A long rest is basically a day, right? So
Yeah. I know the other numbers you gave me go by week. So all these investigators, I'm paying 10 gold a week.
Yes.
And then
So you earn 32 gold per long rest.
I do.
Yes.
So 32 gold a day is what a commander makes.
Right. I think that's the easiest way to track it.
Okay. But that's just my salary.
Right.
That's not the money from Jhessail for this.
Right.
Okay.
And you need to pay your troops also.
Right, I have them down. These guys are all investigators, I think. And I made the two at the bridge truth seers.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what I'm considering. Did we decide what like Magrom and Gertie and everyone are?
No, we did not assign a rank for them.
I thought we did. I wrote it down.
What'd you write down?
I'm finding it on my write down. No.
I think they were perceivers. Oh.
Are you guys perceivers?
I'm an investigator.
Okay. Oh, no, you guys should be truth seers now.
Oh.
Every one of our main group is a truth seer now. And then the new 6 that we got are investigators, and the 2, Eric and Andrew, are truth seers.
Okay.
So
you can break that down per day too. So just take their wages, divide it by 5, because we're doing business days. So you could take that off of your salary to make it easy if you want.
Are our weeks in this 10 days too?
So,
I'm saying, I mean, time's kind of fucked up in my campaign anyway, so I'm saying it's 5 days is a week.
A 10 day is a fortnight.
Yeah.
But I get a separate amount of money for the boot group.
Yes. 500 for boot, 500 for your salary. Which shakes down to 32 gold per long rest.
The 32 gold a day, and 5 days in a week.
Yep.
And then how many weeks are in a month in your campaign?
The standard 4.
Does that put me at 640?
Per month, yes.
Okay.
But don't forget taxes.
Or a military outfit. It's tax free.
And Magrom, you make 250 gold per week as whatever your rank is.
Welcomer.
Yep.
Oh, from the welcomers. Okay. And then I get currently I get 500 from Jhessail for these guys per month. And I believe so Drux told me he doesn't require payment. And I also believe that Derek, you didn't want payment? Or did I make that up?
No, I accept payment.
You want payment?
Nice try.
No, I do. Unless you were saying nice try to him. Yeah.
Yes.
I accept payment. I think when you first said it, I said something about these will be wonderful tithes to the church or something. I said something like that. I don't know. But
Okay.
I still take payment.
And Magrom, you want payment?
Of course.
And Gertie wants payment. Was it Toast that didn't want payment? He just wants bugs and stuff?
Fucking pocket lint.
Where's Toast? He's not at dinner.
I have investigators are 10 gold per.
Needs to
20.
waddle through the door.
20
Why do
a
I have
week.
10?
20 per 5 day. Alright.
I'll change that. Hold on.
So
Is Mike pooping?
20?
No, I'm here. How long's it been? Because it looks like it's nighttime, right?
Yes, it's been about 6 hours.
20.
So I'm basically doing a long rest right now
Okay.
under the bridge. Do you let me know whenever I'm up and about?
Yeah, so if you started after the rat apocalypse, then your long rest is done.
10.
So 500, yeah, 500 salary cap. Okay. Who was 10 per day?
So 240.
Is there a level below investigator?
No.
What? You're a truth seer. What are you saying?
Oh, Truth Seer's 20. Thank you. Yeah, I said investigator's 10. So I was right.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got Magrom, Derek, Gertie, Toast. Did you say you're getting payment or no?
No, Toast doesn't.
See y'all.
He just needs enough to survive, and then items that, like items to make him power up. Basically, he doesn't really care about.
Okay.
Like. Basically, it's up to you guys to keep him fed and clothed, and that's all he needs.
It's up to you guys, he said.
So, okay, yeah. So currently, my out-of-pocket expense just for salaries is $640
Per month?
per month.
Okay.
And then 1,000 on top of that.
1,000 for the
building.
Building, yeah. First month free. And I get 500 a month for these guys?
From Jhessail, yes.
Okay. So
You might need to requisition more.
We'll see about that. Did I get my first month's payment?
Yes.
Okay.
We should go to her with a success to get a raise.
I can at least put my...
You need to torture the crap out of that guy next time.
Alright. So, yes, I will slide... Let's see. Shepherd. I will slide him 30 gold for now to get him started at the docks and have him return to me if he is in need of more.
He grabs up the pouch that you slid over to him.
Okay. That should get you started, Shepherd. Let me know if you run into any complications.
Well, I don't plan on returning. If I'm going to stay undercover, I believe I need to start and finish in one fell swoop.
Well, I will need updates somehow to know if we have to
weekly
progress
updates.
This. I need to know if we have to progress this the Jhessail if it's not going well.
Yeah, you need weekly update. You need weekly updates to adjust strategy, mate.
Aye, but the dockhands all sleep on the ships. I'll have to sneak out, I suppose.
There is a way.
Toast could send a seagull.
How good of a swimmer are you?
I'm decent.
There's a hatch in the basement that leads under the docks in the water. You could come up that way if you need to be unseen.
Alright. I could do that.
There should be enough room, I believe, for a small dinghy to travel along the water to that opening. So you wouldn't have to swim the whole thing. But I do want to make sure that you are able to swim in case something happens underneath the building.
Yes, depending on the weather and the tide, I could do that easy enough.
Perfect. So yes, just at least once a week, at least try to touch base. If it's if the timing is that we're not here, just leave some parchment down there with with the ongoings of what you've discovered and any difficulties. And if you need more assistance and funds, I can leave them for you down there. I'll leave a coffer box down there.
I would say I would say 2 weeks from now. If you feel as if we need more reinforcement, that's the time window that we have. Because we'll need a week.
Should I look for? How many should I look to acquire or recruit?
If you can find at least 2 trustworthy individuals, I think that would get us started.
You mean dock managers?
Well, I assume that
whoever checks the boat and ledger.
No, I'm thinking of the pirates / swashbucklers, because in my head, Phlan has 1 dock master, unless there's multiple large docks.
There's a lot of docks out there. I don't know.
There's only 1 dock master, sir.
Right, correct.
Very good.
Even with the north and south docks, that's crazy.
Yes. East and west docks, you mean?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. That takes care of that matter. Derek's vision.
Oh, I'm dumb. That's not a dock on the west, that's just the bar. Never mind.
I have to go swaddle a child.
Yeah, bedtime.
Yeah, we can end it there then.
Oh, glad I finally got my vision out. I was still laughing